friends, this is the beginning of a new vlog. I just finished the clip for another one, so I don't know why I'm starting the new one really immediately. But I've been wanting to do this for so long, so I just waited for my sort of 94 books to be done, and so I could get into the next thing. But I've been in such a category romance mood over the past month, so I really look forward to this. I want to dive into some of my category romance books that I have on my shelves and on my Kindle. So I want to dive into different genre, the different lines as well. I've already done obviously my category romance project where I've read through all of the current lines and stuff, and now I'm in a place where I want to check out more from them. And first up, I have this bundle of 2 books from the romance line. It's The Princess and the Rebel Billionaire and Cowboy in Disguise. The first one is by Sophie Pembroke, and Cowboy in Disguise is by Alison Leigh. I definitely want to read both of these. I hope that I could read both of these for this vlog so I could remove it from my TBR. I also have this medical book called The Children's Doctor Special Proposal. This is very short, so it could be read relatively quickly as well. It's only 100 and I think want to say around 90 pages, 185 pages, so that could be read really quickly. I mean, this font is a little bit shorter in this one than in of some of my other mass market book, but still not really small. So anyway, then I really want to, I think I want to read Renegade Protector. This is, I believe, a standalone, but I'll look into that more. Otherwise, I will read Hide the Child by Janice K. Johnson, just because that way I can get this out of the shelf, because it's been lying there because I've read one of the books in the bundle. So I have some options here from physical books, but I also have some ebooks that I'm thinking about, and one of them is Song of Secrets, I believe, which is by J.C. Leigh. Sorry, I read a trilogy by J.C. Leigh before and loved it, so I really wanted to go into this one, hopefully like it. And then I have historical romance on there as well that I've been interested in, that I also have on my TBR for long list for 2025. So I might try and see if I can't get through like a bunch of these over a vlog. I don't know how long the vlog is gonna take. We will see how I end up doing, but I will definitely get started with some of it. Should we do a quick synopsis of them? Because I think we're gonna start out with the princess. This one, The Princess and the Rebel Billionaire. This is it says, when different worlds collide, expect fireworks. It says Sophie Pembroke. It says Princess Isabella and racing driver Matteo are set up on a perfect match, but both know that perfect doesn't exist. Isabella is meant to marry for duty, and Matteo is busy living in the fast lane. So they decide to treat their week as 7 days of no strings, fun and freedom, but as they let their guards down, can they ignore their hearts and have a chance of forever? So that sounds super cute. Read one book by Sophie Pembroke before, really enjoyed it. Was my favorite from the romance line for sure. So I'm really looking forward to this one, Cowboy in Disguise. I don't know if I'm going to read through the romance line books immediately, like from one end to another. Oh, that's interesting, because that's a special edition. So it's a Harlequin romance and a special edition. That's interesting. I didn't know that. This is part of the Fortunes of Texas series. So I've read one of the Fortunes of Texas before, so, and I enjoyed that. And that was also the Hotel Fortunes. So, but this is way further down. This is the 6th book in that series, so, and different author. But I will be reading this one. I think you can read them in any order. Hold on, if Renegade Protector, if that's a standalone, I'll read that one. It is. So no more series from that one. but hide the childless as well, so I could read both of them. And not start another series. That's actually why I wanted to do this, because and sometimes I get through this so quickly. So I don't know what to do. I definitely don't know what to do. Maybe I should let this one lie until next time, and then have two of Intrigues, one Harlequin romance, one Harlequin special edition, and then maybe one Desire. We will see. I'll start out with these and then see what Kindle books I'll pick up. So yeah, exciting vlogs ahead. Hopefully for those of you who enjoy my category romance stuff. I hope you enjoy this. I've had such a busy weekend and sort of that, and this weekend, next weekend is going to be busy as well. But I think I would have some time to sit down and read in the evenings here. And I've been good at picking up books over the last couple of months, every day. I even on those days where I have been at gymnastics, which was yesterday, I picked up this one and finished it off. Even though I had like 75 pages-ish left of the book, but I just wanted to finish it. Anyway, this is my first update. Let's not dwell too much into this, and I will talk to you again when I've started one of the books. I will start out with the Rebel Billionaire. So yeah. Hello friends, it is Wednesday. So I want to check in because I have read half of the first book, The Princess and the Rebel Billionaire. I am 83 pages into it, and it's 180 something, so about halfway through. And I'm super enjoying it. I am very much into the romance here, and I really enjoy my time. We are following, obviously I think I mentioned that in the first clip, but we're following a princess from this very small country. She's third in line. I don't think you know that, but she's third in line, so she's not an heir in that way to the throne. There's a far down. She doesn't have any obligations in that way. But apparently her parents don't want her to marry outside of the noble people, so yeah. But anyway, her assistant has set her up on a sort of week of experiencing freedom of some kind, and just joining this dating a very, very fancy dating agency that sets up people with who they're the perfect match, and then they have to stay at this resort thing over a week, and then let's see how things goes with that. And yeah, so that is what is going on, and I'm very much enjoying it. It is on the spicier side compared to other category romances I've read, especially if you think about the other book I've read by Sophie Pembroke, the road trip thing. Even though I really liked that one, and it was a decent romance and everything, it took some time before any spice was happening. I think this is spicier, so have to think about that if you go into this and you don't want to read that. So and because we've already had the first sort of sex scene, so yeah, and it's definitely sort of explicit. It's not bad or anything in that way, so I just wanted to say that. But I'm enjoying it, and I will get back to you once I finish it. I'll try and finish it today, and then we'll see what happens, which book I'm picking up next. So yeah, this is my update for now. I'll talk to you later. Bye. Hello friends, I'm about to go to bed. I finished, actually, it's been an hour. It was 9. Probably been an hour and a half, 2 hours since I finished The Princess and the Rebel Billionaire. And I think I'm gonna give it 4.5 stars. It's not a full 5 stars because there are a couple of things a few little things that I wanted a little bit different. But I ended up enjoying it quite a bit. So a 4.5 stars is definitely not a bad rating. at all. So I just wanted to check in to let you know that I finished that. And tomorrow I'm going to pick up another book. I am really, really tired. So I'm gonna go into bed. And I'll talk to you later. Hello friends, it is now another day. Another day has almost passed, or it has passed. It's like 10:15 p.m. I have started on Renegade Protector by Nico Rosso. I made it 100 pages into it. It looks bad when I look at this because there's 2 books in this, but I think, close to the halfway point. Again, I think I might be able to finish this in another couple of hours. Because they definitely read very fast. Yeah, it says I use the Bookly app again. So it says on my Bookly app that if I read for another 2 hours, 1 hour and 59 minutes, I will finish the book. And I've read for 1 hour and 40 minutes at this point because I do Pomodoro sprints. So I read 4 sections of 4 sections of 25 minutes with 5 minutes breaks between. So I have in that time 1 hour and 40 minutes reading time, where I mean, yeah, and I just clock it in like that. I don't start the timer any longer. I haven't done that in a long time because I often forget to stop it again. So I'd rather do this because I know I'm reading like for those, because I have a timer here. There's a stop. Stop reading. Or if I'm doing a sprint with some booktubers that put up live sprints or whatever, same thing goes. When it stops, I stop reading and I'll clock in the time that I've been reading. And I know that obviously that's how much I've been reading for the past ish hours. So yeah, I'm reading this one 60 pages an hour, and the other one was like, how much? 45? Hold on. Yeah, so this was 53 pages an hour, so a little bit less, but it was also not as long, so it took about the same time for me to read it. Anyway, yeah, this one is high stakes kind of intrigue. We follow a woman who has a business of a sort of an apple orchard thing, and she's trying to make different things out of the apples to sell in a store, but someone wants to buy her land, and she has sort of said no, she wants to keep her land. And since then someone has been harassing her, trying to, yeah, run her out of business in different ways, and it's just turned more and more vicious as time progressed. And at the beginning of this, she meets our main hero called Ty. He is sort of vacationing from San Francisco, but he's come to this small town trying to, because he has looked into a case with her and he's been following her case for a while. He wants to help people out because they are from, the ones who supposedly harasses her are from a bigger company. Yeah, and ever since he so he rescues her actually when she's about to be hit by a car and actually being mocked by one outside of her store. And they get talking and get to know each other in a way. And then he comes by her place because they have to sort of talk about a couple of things, security things about the case, because he wants to help her figure things out and get her out of the situation she's in. And so since then, like, things happen a lot. Like, there are people coming to her house area, and there's been people trying to run her off the road and stuff. So it's a lot of things happening all the time. Snap, snap, snap. And so, I mean, it's a fun ride. It's very action-packed and stuff. But I prefer it being a little bit more of a slower build, like the eerie sort of thing happening gradually over the book, and then maybe we'll sort of speed up towards the end too. That's why I really enjoyed Wyoming Cowboy Justice so much, because it sort of had a different vibe to all of the other intrigues that I've been reading. But nonetheless, I'm enjoying it, I'm having fun, so nothing wrong with that. And I like the fact that the main hero is a black character. I think she is of some sort of Spanish heritage, or Mexican probably, because she, like, I mean, I meant that she's speaking sort of Spanish, so yeah, so from sort of a Mexican sort of vibe from her. And she's called Mariana, so it's definitely possible. So yeah, enjoying it so far. Looking forward to seeing what will happen, and we'll let you know once I'm done. Right now it feels like a 4-star read. We'll see how it ends up going. But yeah, see ya. Also something I forgot to mention before. So today when I was cooking dinner, things went a little bit crazy. I think, I don't know what happened. I was sort of frying stuff, you know. There's a bit of you know, ooze coming from the cooking stuff. I had the windows open and everything, but it was a little bit too much, and my fire alarm went off. I've never seen my cat act like she did. She was all over the place, scared, and I felt really bad about that. It took some time before she was comfortable to get back in, and was a little bit like her norm. She kept being sort of hesitant about everywhere she went. So I felt bad about that. I just remembered it because I had to take the alarm down and unplug it while the sort of steam died down a little bit, and then I forgot about it and I just put it back up again. So that's why I wanted to check in and let you know. But at least we figured it out, we tested it, it works. But yeah, it's only happened once before, and that time that it happened, it was because it was actually in the middle of the night, so that was a lot more scary for me, because I woke up with the fire alarm going off, and there was not a fire anywhere. My cat was also here at the time, and yeah, it scared both of us. But when I checked and saw that there was nothing amiss, no fire, I figured it was something with the battery or something. And so I put it down and unplugged it, and then the next day I bought a new set of batteries and put it in, because I was not gonna have that happen again. And it's the worst kind of way to wake up in the middle of the night, I was just gonna say. So yeah, that happened. So yeah, but that was my update. I'll see you again later. Hello friends, it is Monday the 10th of March. I just wanted to check in and let you know that I finished Renegade Protector by Nico Rosso. And I ended up giving it 3.5 stars. It's not that it was a bad book or anything, it's just, I think I prefer my mysteries done a little bit differently, and there were some, I wasn't overly into the characters and then the romance stuff, but you know, there were elements. It was suspensey and stuff, but yeah, I don't know what it was. I just didn't vibe 100% with it, but I'm glad I read it. It was not a bad book in any way. It's definitely this one definitely will appeal to some people, but it's very, as I said, there were sort of a high stakes happening a lot along for the majority of the time. But yeah, right now I'm on my way to bed because I'm really tired. I've been to gymnastics today. I've been out in the sun, done some garden work and stuff, and I have the day off, so it was really nice weather yesterday, not today, but tomorrow is it's actually been since, I want to say Friday, but it's going to be this last day with that type of weather today. Tomorrow it's going to be raining again, and then afterwards it's going to be a lot colder. So we have really high temperatures the last couple of days. I think we were around 17 or 18 degrees, which is crazy for the time of the year. It's usually what we'll expect in April, probably. But yeah. Anyway, this is my update. I will talk to you again later. Tomorrow I'll probably start on the next in my romance collection, Cowboy in Disguise. I will probably start that tomorrow, and then we'll see what happens. I don't know at this point if I'm going to be picking up another. I said that in the beginning that I'll be reading another one, but I don't know if I'm in the mood to continue with it, but we'll see. Maybe when I finish this one, if it's a really good romance, I might. This one just was my favorite, and so I think maybe I lost some of the... I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, this is my update for now. I'll talk to you later. Bye. Hello, friends. Let's see if I can do a quick update. It's Tuesday, second day of vacation or staycation. Very appropriate, me wearing this one. It was really warm yesterday, and today it's been a little bit chillier, but I was like, it's still not like cold outside, so I just took off my t-shirt, this one, but now I was just feeling like I felt like I'm freezing my arms a little bit, so I think I took a pullover. I mean, I know I have the windows open so I could just shut them, but my cat likes being outdoors in the voliere, so since it's not freezing, I decided to do it like this. I started on Cowboy in Disguise by Alison Leigh, and I found out that it's actually the last book in the book series from the... anyway, this is actually the last and final book in the Fortunes of Texan Hotel Fortunes that I started in my Harlequin project. I read the first one in that series. This is the 6th one. I mean, I decided I could still read it, but it was fun because I was seeing like some of the characters that I feel like I met before. So yeah, looking forward to this so far. I've read the first 54 pages, and all I know is that we have already been introduced to the main couple. Obviously, our female lead is a fortune, yeah, family, but there were apparently wrong fortunes and good fortunes or something like that, according to her father and his beliefs. Anyway, they are at this, I feel like it was a wedding, some sort of ceremony in the hotel, where she was, something happened again, like in the first book, the balcony sort of crushed down under our main character, and she broke her foot and stuff. And in this one, balcony collapses. No one knows why, but then they flee because her dad drags her out into a car because he's had enough of this. He knew that they were not supposed to be there because they're not good fortunes or whatever. But at this point, she met already our male lead, who is a cowboy. But he works in the restaurant on the evening. He's like some of the serving personnel, and he's sort of doing different things for the hotel. And also, at this point, he's actually being questioned by the police because they think that he is part of what happened, which is weird, because he obviously didn't do it. But they are trying to, yeah, talk to him about the fact that he is definitely a suspect. Like, yeah, so he's trying to get out of that. So that is more or less some of the things that happened so far, but I'm enjoying it. It's fun being back in this world. It is a little bit strange that it's a different author, but I knew that, and I feel like we're not going to see it from the characters that we met in the first book anyway, so I don't know. But I will try and move on in the series. I think I might have, after this one, maybe I'll read 2, 3, and 4, and 5, and just so that I have read all of them, because it seems like people are genuinely enjoying them. But when I've just been out and about right now because I had to get cat food. Like I'm about to run out of the dry food, so I had to go and get that. I also had to get wet food because yesterday when I was going food shopping, grocery shopping, they didn't have it in my convenience store. So today, since I was going to get gas anyway, for my car, diesel, whatever, I swung by another part of this change store to see if they had it, and they did. So I bought that, and then I went to get cat food and some treats because I feel like she deserves it. And then I also got I needed some light bulbs for sort of, I have these spots underneath my over my stove kind of way, and they've not been working for a long time because I haven't been able to find the correct light bulbs. And I hope that these will work because I bought 4 of them, and if not, I don't know what to do with them. But well, let's hope. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. Anyway, so I came home. Just when I came home, the mailman was there. Very, very convenient. So I got the last package that I hadn't received last time. So let's open it together. Whee! Where's the opener? I know there's 1 category romance in here. I don't remember if I put more than 1 in. Right now I can't remember. I have 4 books here, I can see that. I think there are 2 categories. Yeah. First up we have The English Doctor's Baby, and I believe this is the last and final book in the Westerling series that I've been reading by Sarah Morgan. I really enjoyed them, and this is the final one following the brother. It's following triplets, so yeah. And the other book that I got was The Flapper's Fake Fiancé by Laurie Robertson, because this is the only one I needed in order to have my own set of all 3 books in this series, and maybe I'll do a reread of them at one point. I really love this book so much, so I wanted my own copy. Same goes with the next one, which is also one I've read, and that was Gods of Jade and Shadow by Silvia Moreno Garcia. I love this book so much, so I wanted my own copy of it, and I'm so happy that I have it, so I can actually reread it at one day, because this was my favorite book of 2019. Was it 2020? It's probably 2020, because 2019 that was The Calculating Stars. And finally, I got another, apparently, Mills and Boon. So apparently there are 3 category romances. This one is Captivated by His Convenient Duchess, also by Laurie Robinson, because I wanted to read more by her. This is a taller paperback. See how this is mass market size? This is normal paperback size, so that's nice. So I have I wanted to try out something else by her, so yeah. My battery is flashing at me, so I'll start reading, and yeah, get back to you once I've read some more and have more to say about the book. But this is my update for now. See ya! Hello again. I wanted to check in because I have made progress. The light that I have here is not the best. Maybe I should hold the camera in my hand. It will be better like this. Made progress. I am just over halfway into the book now, on page 151, and I have 130 pages left. So it's definitely the longest of the books that I have been reading. But what I really like about these books that are a little bit longer, it is that they often have more character work, more characters around them to give them some sort of life outside of the romance thing. So in this one we have been introduced, like, our main female character, why can't I remember her name? Arabella. She is living with her brother and her sister-in-law, and they're a pair of twins, so in that way we get some family relations in as part of this, and it makes it for more of a nicer, comfortable read, I think, because you get the family feel as well, on top of the romance. And Jay, who is our male lead, he lives currently with his grandmother, which is why he's there. Also, he's hiding away from the big city life, something he hasn't told Arabella yet. And I'm worried about the fact that it's gonna be a sort of secret third act breakup kind of thing, instead of them having talked about it early on in the book. But so far I'm enjoying the romance. I like the characters together, and I enjoy the banter between the characters, and I've actually found myself laughing out loud a couple of times when I was reading this, because there are some humorous dialogues between her and the characters. Hold on, my sister is calling me. Hello friends, it is now 11:15, and I want to say 25 minutes ago I finished Cowboy in Disguise by Alison, Leigh. I liked it. I ended up giving it 4 out of 5 stars because I definitely enjoyed my time with it. I think I'm gonna enjoy the majority of these in this series, sub-series series. So I'm definitely gonna read the other Hotel Fortunes. Yeah, whatever. So I have at least 3 more books in that series to read, so I'll try and get them see if I can get them from awesomebooks.com, since the other books were published that way in a bundle. I can probably get them like that, so I'll try and look into that, just as I'm going to get the other books in the first series as well. So I have a couple of books on my plate again, but it's been a lot of fun reading it. My reasons for giving it 4 stars is just that it was a really decent romance. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the characters. I liked the family dynamics. I liked that there were some things going on at the hotel. You didn't know what was going on, but then you found out at the end, and it wasn't super dramatic in that. The third act breakup was as predicted, a little bit, because of the secret that was finally found out. But it didn't drag on too much, in my opinion. But I had hoped it was solved a little bit differently, probably. But I still give it 4 out of 5 stars because I enjoyed my time with it. So, overall, successful vlog. I read 3 books. I decided this was the last one because I wanna get started with one of my March books. I really want to read Will of the Many. So I'm going to dive into that book next. And I think I'm gonna vlog that experience, so we'll see. I don't know if I'm going to be spoilery with it or not, but I think I'm trying to be non-spoilery at first, and then we'll see if I can keep that up. And if I end up being spoilery, I can always say that in the video, so you know that going into it. A lot of people have already read it. I feel like I'm the only one, which is not true, but still, there's definitely a lot of people that has already read it. So yeah, but I'm looking forward to reading it. There's supposedly going to be a second one coming out this year, so if I like that, I'm definitely going to be getting the next one as well when it comes out. So yeah, But anyway, that was a tangent of something that's upcoming. But I'm very happy to say that I finished 3 books for this vlog, and there were 2 for 3 different categories as well, or sublines or whatever you call them. So I'm very happy about that. And they were all overall a really good success, because there was a 4.5 stars, a 4 stars, and a 3.5 stars. So generally a decent vlog in terms of quality. So happy to see that. Let me know in the comments down below if you've read any of the books that I've been reading for this vlog, and if you are interested in picking any of the books up. Are you reading any of the Harlequin romances, and which ones are your favorites? I definitely recommend all of the lines that I've been reading for this, because they are very different but still very enjoyable, all of them in their own way. So I think there's, if you like romance, there should be some romances under the Harlequin category romances that would fall into something that you'd enjoy, because there's like themes for everyone. And you can find and some of the lines also, you can obviously see what type of tropes are in it, so you can win even more by choosing that or whatever. But yeah, enjoy my time. This is my final clip for this vlog. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you stuck this far, yeah. So thank you for watching. I'll see you in a new video very soon. Goodbye.